All right. So
I got a hit, got it. That's new.
let's get into it. Right. So yeah, there you go. Hmm. It's interesting. I'm feeling much more air.
Yeah.
When I'm doing right the connection and everything, but
It makes perfect sense. All that expansion.
yeah, it's in the recognition and the acquaintance with the energy, with the change conditions. Oh dear, we're really needy when it comes to get to acquaint it and with the change. When
Yeah.
we get the habit, or this is how I do this, and then suddenly it feels different,
Yep.
and you say, oh, what is this?
Yeah. Takes a while to acclimate.
Yeah,
I almost feel like that's happening physically too.
yeah,
You move your hand and you think it's to the place that it always was, but it's not. It falls short, or you don't quite get the glass. Or I I feel like I've been butterfingers for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Um, and I
yeah.
suspect that's what it is. It's reacclimation to.
So, do you have anything special, particular to tell me, or that you want to work on, or?
Um, I think it would be fun to explore the third eye a little bit, see what's going on
Mm-hmm.
with the explosion. And my left knee is in, experiencing pain, um, which I always assume is um, some part of it is holding something there, and that's the first chakra, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And where I've been feeling what I've been feeling, I think, in the last week, and maybe even longer, has been a lack of confidence. And I realized today that lack of confidence has to do with not stepping into what's going on as potential and trying to read it as something I've already experienced. And there
Mm,
is, but I don't think that I've already experienced it in my human brain. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, so I've been having pain in my sacral area, but it seems to be gone now. So it'll be interesting to see what you get. Other than that, whatever.
Um, when you talk about your the lack of confidence, where do you feel it?
My sacral chakra.
Right.
Is that right? Is it that's the third chakra, right? Or is
Uh,
sacral the second chakra?
so first, the second is the navel. The the third chakra is the solar plexus. No, it's the first one.
So, no, so it's in the solar plexus that I feel it.
Right. Okay. Good. So let's. Okay. We start with the sacral. Down, down. Okay. Uh, do you feel the pain in your knee when you're moving or in every moment?
Um, I feel it more when I'm sitting and bending it back and forth. And I feel like when I get up and go from bending to straight. And so I feel like it's probably there when I'm doing stuff, but I ignore. I mean, I don't, it doesn't register because I'm involved in something. And it comes and goes. But lately it's been um more pronounced.
Right.
But so I just feel like, okay, so what's stuck there? What's sitting there that's not? Or is
Do you feel it when you are in the garden?
when I'm in the garden? No, I feel it when I come out of the garden.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Why?
Uh, well, it feels like when you're working in the garden, it's like you're in your element, you're
Yeah.
in a place of, so that the pain is not there. You do not take your pain into that activity. You see what I mean?
Mhm.
Whereas around that, when you are outside of that, that is manifesting. Mm. And it's only the left one, the right one is not aging.
No, the right one, I get a twinge every now and then, but it's never bothered me.
Mm.
The left one is an artificial knee. But usually I don't, if I do my stretches and do my stuff, I don't usually have pain. But lately I've been having some, which always says to me, I feel like it was part and parcel of where I held my stuff. Um, a lot of first chakra. And maybe I feel safe in the garden. I feel at home.
Yeah.
I know everything's going to be okay. I feel very connected. You know,
But as I look into it, I feel I see the wall of your leg, not only your knee.
yeah,
I keep seeing the leg.
the whole leg. Yeah,
It's like you have the pain in the knee, but it's connected with your leg.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, the left leg is. I have a lot of scars on this leg.
Mm.
I've had skin cancer on this leg. Yeah, it's always the left leg. So
Is it yours?
the knee isn't, but the leg is. The knee is
Yeah, obviously, yes.
right.
But
Oh, is the
uh,
mine? Is that what you're saying?
it's I just got that like flash asking, is it your leg? And obviously it's your leg, right? It's not someone else's,
I
but
see what you're saying though. Am I
it's
picking up on somebody else's?
I think that there's some stuff like that. It's
Am I was the first person who comes up is my mother. And I don't think she has knee pain, but I think she carries a lot of pain and fear as she leaves.
and I feel also like the losing the leg, and because it's interesting that you said it's always the left leg.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and right, generally it, I mean, it's difficult to, I mean, it's never really located in a part of the
It's the
body. We got things a little bit everywhere, right? And as
right.
you say, it's always the left. And I'm here. Well, is it yours? Well, physically, yes, but I think that the stuff that you are manifesting, right? That the energies, the stuff that you are manifesting is connected to other experiences, to ancestral. That's what I'm
Okay.
getting. Uh, and um, and and then experiences that haven't been really. um, transmute it. Like what I was getting is the loss of the leg,
The loss of the knee, you mean?
the whole leg.
I got that the other day too. It took me a long time to accept that I needed a new knee, that I had to
Yeah.
give up my knee and put a piece of metal in my body. I had a really hard time with that concept. And I finally was to the point where I couldn't walk. So I just said, you got to do it. And
Uh-huh.
there might be some truth to that. There might be some
Well, you
residual.
saved that saved your leg and your
Right.
walking too, right?
Yeah.
Your ability to walk because you lost it. Yeah.
It was miraculous, quite frankly.
Right.
But that doesn't mean there isn't a part of me that isn't like, still doesn't see it. I still see it as a foreign object in my body. Not all of me, but yeah.
So, integrate. There's a work there to integrate that your there's a need to surrender to it, to accept
Mm-hmm.
your leg, your knee,
Mm-hmm.
piece by piece, right? Slowly,
Yeah.
step by step, so that then it can stop itching. It's like it's saying, I'm here. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because beside that, I mean, I feel it's there. So I'm not feeling like it's not right. It's you're dissociating or completely out of it. You're fully there. It's fully there, right? I think that your next step is really to integrate to that accepting it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I think there's a piece I'm connecting to it also about just accepting all the different parts of me, all of the
Yes. Yes.
that's connected to that too.
And
There's
it's your roots chakra. So
yeah,
if you reject any of it, then we come back to the difficulty of accepting the human.
yeah. Well, I think there's still a little bit of tension between the fairy and the human.
Of course.
And
But remember,
I've just sort of I think what I'm hearing is you just need to accept that. Let it
yes,
be. Don't try to fix it.
yes,
Just let it be.
yeah,
And I've been trying to fix
yeah, no.
it. I've been mediating, and it's like, no. Both sides are like, just go away, leave us alone, we're fine.
Mm. Oh yeah, and
If I can complicate it, I will.
well, but
I like that. That's good.
yeah, because again, beside that, it feels good. It feels there. It
Yeah.
feels really
Like I said, it's pretty freaking miraculous. And it hurts less now than it did when we started.
And sometimes you have just little things like that, and you're just, it's just a knee, but then yeah, there's more behind that pain.
Yeah, it's sort of my little cubby hole where I put things
Yeah.
that need to be probably left alone.
Because you're it feels uh, it feels great, and I can feel as I'm checking your first chakra and comparing with before, you feel really much more. Your first chakra feels much more energized and present, and that you
Mhm.
are working with it, which is right the integration of the human presence here, right? The roots and it feels that you have a wonderful work with that.
Yeah, thank you. It feels good. Whole issue of it's a I don't have to hang on to third dimensional belief systems.
Yeah, wonderful. Right. So we said the navel. Good. Let's move there. Mm. When you look into your third chakra, what color do you see?
Mm, I see yellow.
Yeah, I was seeing the same. Yeah. Yes.
Keep hearing the word trust.
Now, what color are you seeing now?
What color am I seeing
In the your third chakra again?
now?
Yes. Has it changed?
Yeah, I'm not really seeing. The only color I'm seeing at this point is indigo.
Good.
Why is that good?
I'm seeing the same.
Oh, okay. Wow, okay. That's third eye, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But it shifted, it changed.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that the yellow is not there anymore, is that there's also indigo that is coming in. So yeah, it's expanding.
Yeah, I keep getting this message that I'm trying too hard. Don't force it. Don't just
Support
be.
it, allow it. Yes.
Yeah, just be. It's all okay. And I think that's also the third eye coming in is to really just trust what you're seeing, what I'm feeling, what's coming through, and not try to make it, about some horrible thing from the past or get everyone to get along. Just not. Don't do it. Which is asking a lot, but I can try.
Hmm.
It's another form of busyness, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, but as you were saying that, I just got the image of your Zoom call with your family and for your mother,
Mm,
and there's a piece there,
there's peace.
a piece of the puzzle. I mean, it's like, but it's not about your mother. Oh, it's about the rest of the family. It's oh, it brings you out. It brings you out your insecurities.
Mm, yeah. Although once, like yesterday, once I was on the call or whenever it was, I was fine. It's usually the anticipation,
Yeah.
but it reminds me of what my childhood was like and where my place was in the family.
Yeah, and that's what needs support. Yeah, yeah, right. See, there's always a piece when there's a family in any way, shape, or whatever. There's always something that comes out.
Mhm. Yeah. And it's since I have 6 siblings,
Yeah.
it's it's a smorgasbord.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm one
That,
of 2 people who's willing to say, that's interesting.
it's you've already done
Every,
a wonderful
yeah,
work around that, right? You're not starting from nothing, right?
you're
So
not, no. And you know what? I just don't feel like it's not my job anymore.
yeah,
Well, it's not my job. My job is to take care of myself, and the whoever will get there when they get there, if they need to get there. That's none of my business, really.
I'm going to get into the heart chakra
Yeah, there's,
before because
yeah,
I think that uh, yeah, I've been attracted there to go there because everything family related then it tends to have some connection with the heart
yeah, absolutely.
because no matter how much we have work on that, there is still always some shit that is still
Always
hiding
another baggage.
somewhere, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
yeah. I've never really felt super connected to my family.
And you were the third child?
No, I was the 4th child. I was the 4th child out of 7.
Right. So quite in the middle.
I was the middle child, yeah. But my mother had the twins late, but still. Um, I was born between the only begotten son, which is what we used to call him. He, to his face, it was a joke. He got it. He thought it was funny. I mean, he didn't try I don't think he tried to capitalize on it, but he could get away with bloody murder, and the rest of us would just be sitting there going, hmm. Um, and he's actually probably the sibling I'm closest to now. But he also taught me how to. I mean, he was also a really good friend. He taught me how to ride a bike. He protected me. He was a good brother. So I do care about him a great deal. And my younger sister I mean, I care about everyone. I just, yeah, it isn't a structure that supports me. I mean, it does, but the togetherness of it, the being togetherness of it doesn't feel necessary to me. I have some siblings who really need to be gathered together. And I don't have that need.
So,
So yeah,
um, as you were talking about your brother, I
yeah,
could feel, I felt your heart responding
yeah, I did too.
totally and completely.
Yeah,
But when you are talking about your siblings as siblings, not one individuated, right? One individual, but siblings as all the siblings, there there is no response.
right.
Or the response is little.
Yeah, it is little. It
There's really, yeah, and it, I was quite seeing that it's like you can get along with a individuality. Let's say each single one, you can have a, let's say, relationship with each one
yeah,
of them
and yep.
separately, but when it comes to see them, right, all the siblings, it doesn't work for you. It's not working.
No, uh it's I mean, I was really, really an introvert when I was a child. Really, really introverted. I didn't talk till I was 2. I mean, I don't remember that, but which makes sense if I was hanging with the fairies. I didn't really need to talk, but um I got lost in the shuffle.
Mhm.
And then my way of being and their way of being are very different. And I don't want to put them all in the same box because they probably have the same story. They would tell the same story. But when you have that many kids and your parents really aren't that present emotionally, it gets it gets dicey because
Mm,
we were sent to take care of each other, and that doesn't really work when you're all like young. And now, because I never said anything and people would talk over me when I did speak up, I still have to overcome that when I go home, and it really pisses me off. And so sometimes, for having a family meal and someone does that shit to me, I just yell. I'm saying something. And they're like, because it's so easy to go back into the same old dynamic when you get put in that same situation. And I'm not saying I don't, but I have worked pretty hard. I've worked very hard to understand what's going on and observe what's going on and at least accept it or face it or whatever it is, but um, so that I'm not overrun. And I get overwhelmed. I'm an empath, so and I'm not the only one who is. I mean, I watch other siblings doing the same thing, but they don't quite know it. So I've learned to protect myself. Um, I can do with a dose of my all the siblings like once every 2 years, a small dose. And it's not, and I do individually, I love each one of them. But it's a and I'm always glad I went, but I don't look forward to it, and I don't crave it. I have a couple siblings who can't wait for get all of us together. The rest of us are like, well, how about we have a Zoom call?
But yeah, I mean, right?
So no. So yeah, yeah. We have shared history. I know, there's the my life is different from theirs.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one who isn't married. I'm the only one who doesn't have kids. Um, and they don't look down on me for it, but there are a lot of assumptions that get made in that, you know, uh, there are a lot of assumptions that get made. Um, and I make assumptions too. So, I had to learn when I bought this house, I had to learn that my siblings really did love me and they really do want to support me, because that's who came through was my siblings in spades. Um, so there's that too. I don't want to pretend that's it's a wash, because it's not as complicated.
But it's good. Let me see. That's good. Your heart is happy.
Yeah. And again, it's learning to just be okay with that.
Mm.
I don't have to fix it.
No. Mm. So third chakra. Mm. Yeah, it feels different.
What feels different?
The third chakra. Uh, the third eye. Oh god. Third eye. Um,
Than it did last week or
yeah,
earlier.
yeah. It's like it feels strong,
Yeah.
but the energy is different.
Yeah. Yeah. I am. Yeah. I feel like I'm going through a transformation of some sort energetically.
Yeah, and as I say, it feels different.
Yeah.
And oh, but there's a response and uh, Yeah, the colors are quite different. It's like, hmm, okay.
As you work on it, it feels very open.
Oh yeah. Uh, if I tell you Yeshua, what does that do to you?
What does it feel to? How does it feel to me?
What does that brings up? Because it's I was thinking of, well, the portal.
Oh, it feels really wonderful. It feels exciting. Um, I mean, I get excited, and I think there's just a deep sense of love there.
Yeah,
Not sense, but a feeling of love that it's
it feels like a upgrade, integration upgrade
mhm,
of your connection with the Yeshua collective.
mhm. Yeah, I get confirmation too that that's exactly what was going on when I was out in the garden today
Yeah.
and yesterday, because it happened yesterday too. But I couldn't wait to get back out there. It was- And here's the other weird thing, Max. I've been here for 8 years in this on this property, and there are certain weeds that I usually have to take a spade and just dig them out, and they just take for freaking ever. They're so deep. And today I just pulled them out with my hands. I didn't have to do any digging. I was like,
Mm,
that's really interesting.
huh. And
Everything's gotten,
sorry.
I just, everything's been loosened up. It's ready to, or their stuff is ready to go.
Um, no, as I'm working on now, it feels so free. I mean,
Yeah.
the energy, like it's refreshing, free. The movement, and it's like the movement is, it feels with no opposition. The
Yeah, it's,
integration, the movement, it's so, oh,
excuse me.
it's very good. Yeah, yeah, fantastic. So I think that you're going to integrate this, and receive the information you receive, the energy and all of that, and you will have then in the weeks, months to come, you'll have then the experience. It's gonna show
I will have,
you, bring you new perspective,
yeah.
new experiences. Mm. They're showing you. I was being told, shown that they're going to facilitate and support your transitioning, integration of your fairy side, uh,
Mm-hmm.
to upgrade that too.
Mm-hmm. Cool. That feels very right. That's what I've been asking for.
Yeah, and healing, bringing you the healing that you need around that experience, right? The fairy experience, to then be able to integrate all of that into the human even more deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes.
That's not too shabby.
But you know, and this is now possible for you because you have accepted to enter into this work, to do this work, right? To take new steps in healing yourself, but also in accepting
Yeah.
those all those sides of you.
Yeah.
Oh, so that, well, you're getting the upgrade, but also your property is getting the upgrade too. My goodness, this we're on fire
Yeah.
today. I mean, my
What?
goodness, we're on fire today.
Yeah.
Um, there's a lot that is happening.
There's a lot happening. Is
Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness.
I think what I got the other day was that the Yeshua Collective has started to use the portal.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And there's something there that I'm going to be doing with it that I don't quite know yet. And I'm just hanging out, waiting. I mean, I think part of going out there and working in the garden is part of that, you know, acclimating myself to the
Healing,
energies.
uh, healing, and spreading the love, right, in
Mm-hmm.
around you, and in your product, but also in the suburb, right, around.
Around my neighborhood. Yep.
Yeah.
And also and healing work, right? I mean,
Oh
that's,
yes, yes.
yes, very, just various ways to do it.
So
Yeah, it's a nice gift. Nice confirmation.
Yeah. All right.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.